Hey everyone, I'm Bethany. I run Balance Bodywork Therapy. I'm a licensed bodywork and massage therapist in South Carolina. And my main area of focus is working with people struggling from the physical effects of what I call the Bermuda Triangle mind. Basically what that is you've got depression and anxiety and ADHD, and they can just cause a big crazy jumble inside your mind, and then that translates into your physical body. So that is what I work with. Today we're going to be talking about anxiety specifically within the body. So anxiety itself is more of a heightened sense of stress and tension, and what I like to explain it as is it's a very higher energy condition where clients that come in where they have anxiety, they're feeling a lot of it up in their upper bodies, in their upper chest, in their upper back, their shoulders. A lot of them always come in and their shoulders are, scrunched in and up, and it's like their necks almost disappear. It's coming down like this, and there's so much tension and there's nowhere to move. My favorite thing is when a doctor tells you, well, just stretch. Okay, well, here's the thing with that. If you've got both of your muscles on the sides of your neck muscles are stuck like this, right? There's nowhere to move one side in order to be able to stretch the other side. So that's where the massage and body work comes in handy, where it actually helps loosen all of these up. I like thinking of it as like a roll of dough. If you're rolling out dough, you go across the roll and you stretch it out, and that's kind of what I do. I like to go back and forth and just kind of stretch them out, at least when they're stuck like that. And then you can work on doing some side pulls like this and really getting more area in here. One of the other things that's good about loosening the neck tension from anxiety is it helps to activate and release any tension and blockages around your vagus nerve. That is your body's longest nerve, and it connects throughout pretty much your entire system. And when that is activated, that actually helps getting, like I said, your nervous system in on it and getting it relaxed and getting it to calm down, settle down, and bring things down. You notice how I keep saying down. Anxiety is very up, very high energy, high, vibrations, not in a good way. It's an ungrounded vibration. So everything is, stuck. You can tend to feel like you can't breathe in here. Your diaphragm feels really tight, and I can't take a deep breath. A lot of that has to do with all the muscle tension. You've got your ribs have muscles in between each and every rib. If you think about it, everyone, oh, they do, really? When you're eating, baby back ribs, what are you eating? You're eating the muscles in between the ribs of the animal. So those, when they're not used, and a lot of times when people have anxiety, they tend to take shorter breaths, more shallow breaths, and all of those muscles in your ribs, they're not getting used. So when you're not using a muscle, it develops what's called atrophy, where it can actually start thinning out, deteriorating, and losing its strength. So if it's hard for you to take a deep breath and you don't feel like you can take a deep breath to calm yourself down, that's where working with breath work and working to re-strengthen your rib muscles, they're called your intercostals, the muscles in between your ribs, working on getting those loosened back up. I know it sounds kind of funny, loosened up and then strengthened up. So when it's too tight and stuck, it's too tight. We don't want it tight, we want it strong. So we need to loosen it and then strengthen those muscles to be able to work properly. A lot of you can feel chest pain. I know when my anxiety goes skyrocketed through the roof, I end up getting heart palpitations. I'm not saying all heart palpitations are due to anxiety. Mine are. I've had the blood work. If you've had the blood work done and you're like, okay, they can't find anything wrong, they just told me we don't know why. sometimes this can be the reason why your body has so much extra energy, and it's just all built up right here. And sometimes, you know, doctors have a hard time explaining how energetic things are affecting your physical body. So this could be one reason why you're having those heart palpitations. But I also get central sleep apnea when I am under a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety, and everything is just tight and tense and just held together. Again, not all central sleep apnea is from anxiety. Mine is. Yours could be. But please make sure you're having the right and proper tests done to find out, you know, rule out other health complications first. And I found through a lot of struggling myself that it all comes back to breathing. Once again, I'm not breathing properly, I'm holding everything, I'm tightening everything, and my body is not getting the proper oxygen that it needs. It's also, like I said, again, it's tightening. So when your ribs are tight and you can't expand them enough to breathe properly, that can affect, you know, you feel like you're holding your breath, you feel like you're lightheaded or something in that effect. All of these can be due to anxiety. Headaches is another one. Again, you'll notice I'm focusing, everything is mostly up in this upper region for anxiety. Headaches, you've got these muscles in the back of your neck that actually come from your shoulders, and they come up your neck and around the back of your head, and they actually come up, so they connect. All your muscles connect in one way or another, just like the root system under the ground. The tree over here connects to the roots and all the other roots in between to a tree, you know, downtown. It's the same thing. Your muscles go from your shoulders to the back of your neck, to the back of your head. They come up and around. They actually can connect to the muscles in the front of your head. So all of that, if you're getting headaches that feel like they're coming in here and you just get neck tension, same thing. It's all interconnected and helping to calm the tension down, release the tension downward. Some really good exercises to get you started to help work through some of your anxiety. There's breathing. First of all, I have found personally that laying flat on your back is the best way to start a breathing practice if you've never done one before. When you're sitting up, you're engaging your core muscles, and sometimes if your core is not as stable as we would like it to be, then you can have a hard time taking in those deep breaths that you need. You know, you're engaging. So if your core is weakened, your other muscles around your core muscles so basically they're supposed to be your supporting muscles. So if your core is not strong enough, your supporting muscles are the ones that are working harder. Those are the ones that we need to be slightly relaxed in order to be able to take the breaths that we need to take in order to bring the anxiety down. So lying flat, you're not engaging really any muscles until you start taking the breaths in. And what you're going to want to do, and I know this sounds counterproductive, everyone always hears, you know, diaphragm breaths, diaphragm breaths. Well, when we're having anxiety and we're stuck right in here, okay, we need to lift that out. I know it makes you feel like you're pushing your chest out and you're protruding, but start there. Lift your chest outward and focus on that. Don't try and rush it. Don't try and take too deep of a breath. Just start with that. Taking some breaths and feel into your rib cage and under your rib cage, and where, like, your sternum right here, right at the bottom of it. If you notice that you're sitting forward like this, you're crushing in right in that area. Okay, yes, your diaphragm is in there too, but we need to open that up in order for the diaphragm to have the room to move, to breathe, and take the proper breaths. If you have any questions or you need some guidance, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. All right, I hope I talk to some of you soon. Again, this is Bethany with Balanced Bodywork Therapy, and I'll see you soon.